it's Kathy. Today I'm going to Harvard Art Museums. I wanted to take you with me. And Harvard Art Museums are free to all visitors every day. Why not take the moment to come? So let's go. We primarily did the Maurice Wertheim collection, and the number of famous artists in here will blow your mind. Oh my God, there's some amazing art here. Here's a Toulouse-Lautrec painting from 1881. This painting has a great story and has a notable female figure, so please pause to read. Here's Van Gogh's Three Pairs of Shoes painting. It's notable because he paints his shoes in this painting like they're characters and is widely considered a self-portrait of sorts. You can pause to read. It is also considered to be a painting that was painted over a previous painting. Some of the art in this room has glass over it. That's not typical of paintings, but I'm thinking that some of these paintings were glassed because maybe they were more susceptible to damage, or there was already some minor damage and they're just trying to mitigate more. This is like the true beauty of museum glass and framing, because this is stunning. Look, it doesn't even, when you're standing in front of it, it doesn't even look like anything. It's amazing, isn't it?
You can't even see glass there.
You can't. This painting is very notable because if you see his features, look a bit Asian. He's very inspired by Japanism at the time and Japanese art. This was a painting that he made and gave to Gauguin. They had a falling out, and then Gauguin turned around and sold it for 300 francs. Such a diss. Here's a Gauguin that's notable because there's actually a painting underneath it. Of horses and people riding them. Kind of interesting if you want to pause to read. This is a Renoir painting of a woman that was his nanny for like 14 years when he was older. Here's the details. Here's a Manet from 1877, and it's of this lady who was an actress. There's actually a child right there, but you can see the painting is focused on her primarily, but I love his use of color and the looseness in his brushwork. I guess roller skating was very popular at this time, so he was very on trend. Here's some details. Here's Toulouse-Lautrec in his element. This is his girlfriend, Suzanne Valadon, who was a circus performer. Next to this Monet over here, we have a Seurat down here, George Seurat, and then we have Henry Rousseau up here. This one looks like one that you probably know, and that's because it was one of the many studies that he did for his painting, A Sunday Afternoon on the Island of Le Grand Jatte, a pointillism masterpiece. Here it is. I do. I love it. Here's another Seurat. This is hydrangeas, and to me, it looks unbalanced because see the top? There's not a lot of space up there, and there's space down here, but the shadow adds to the overall composition, so I guess it's balanced, but on first look I thought it was a little unbalanced. Here's some information. This one also looks a little dirty to me, like maybe it needs to be cleaned. Anyway. There it is. This one's really cool because the colors are very flat and it's kind of a perspective trick. And you Excuse my finger being in the way. For this Renoir, it got really busy, so I couldn't narrate. You can pause to read to learn more about it. Every piece that was in this room that we just went through was donated by this one guy, Maurice Wertheim. There was a bunch I missed going over, notably a few Picassos, so my apologies. There's currently a civil rights exhibit combining photographs from Danny Lyon, a photographer, with a couple of really awesome paintings. So I'm just going to show you these. And here you can read the story behind Danny Lyons and behind this awesome exhibit. There was a few additional pieces of artwork in this exhibit, a couple of paintings, and then a mural. I didn't get the mural to show you, but this painting is captivating. It's a beautiful painting. You can pause to read. This painting is such a stunner. This is a masterpiece. Just look at the expression. I'm sharing the blurb on the wall of all these paintings because they say so much about what the painting's about symbolism and about the time it was painted in and the message of the painting. So I encourage you to read the blurbs. And here's this one you can pause to read. Harvard Art Museums are just down the street from Harvard Yard, Harvard Square, and Harvard University. If you're visiting Boston, come across the river. It's 5 minutes away to Cambridge and come to these museums. They really are a hidden gem and so worth the trip. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.